Morning, morning, morning. About 10 days ago, I'd gone to look at some plums that are growing, and on the way back I stopped to look at the olive trees, and right in underneath the trees as I walked in there was a black cat there that jumped up and ran away as soon as it saw me. I thought it didn't have a tail, but now I'm not sure. This morning when I was driving Felix to the bus stop across the road before we left the farm, there ran a feline creature that seemed to me to be bigger than a house cat. So I think it was what's called, in Spanish they call it a gato de monte, like a cat of the woods. In English this one is called a Jeffrey's cat. It's a local wild cat that's a bit bigger than a house cat. So maybe we've got one of those running around. I know they're here, but most people here have never seen one, so see, fingers crossed. I've got to keep my eyes open. Super interesting. Today I'm going to pull out these overgrown lettuces that are just taking up space, and I'm going to weed because it's gone a bit crazy, and I got to make stakes for these beans as well. See if I can get that done. My potatoes seem to have gone very leggy. Not sure why. I don't know how big they usually get, but I thought they would be bushier rather than straight up like this. Still keeping my eyes on them for the Florida blister beetles, but so far pretty good. Yeah, that's maybe a third of it. I'll leave the rest for another day. Some very, very simple supports for these broad beans that are shooting up. Feels like summer when I start putting up trellises. If you look in here, last year I had tomatoes growing here, and apart from the obvious weeding that needs to be done, here, all of these little shoots, not this one. Yeah, these are all tomatoes that are volunteering, so if they take, we're going to have a lot of random tomato plants spread out. And look, this is a zucchini or a cucumber or a melon or something, don't even know. See what it turns into. Okay, today I made this little trellis. It's fine for beans, doesn't need to be that strong, not super heavy like tomatoes, anything like that. Speaking of tomatoes, anywhere I had tomatoes last year, I have volunteer tomatoes coming up. So I'm not going to take them out or transplant them. I'm going to leave them where they are, and we're going to have like rebel tomatoes everywhere, hopefully, if they grow. I took out all that lettuce from the other side, and we've got huge bags of lettuce from all this lettuce going to seed. I did a little bit of weeding, but we're far behind. And that's about it for today. Well, everything's going along pretty well. Tomorrow I'm going to keep banging on with the weeding.